Okay, so in this video, we're mainly going to talk about the differences between what it's like to drive an M car, what it's like to drive an AMG. Right off bat, all right, let's see how it corners. Wow. Sorry for the wind noise, but daily driving an M car, right off bat, the accelerations are very different. This specific AMG, I've also driven the C63 AMG as well. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But this particular AMG, the CL63, it really doesn't throw you back in the seat quite like an M car. At least not at higher speeds. Now, lower speeds, I mean, the thing's fighting traction all day, and that's really when you're feeling most of that power from the motor, all that inertia, if you will. And this car, especially above 60 miles an hour, you're not really getting thrown back in that seat. But at lower speeds, as you see, you're getting thrown back regardless, and those tires are going to lay some traction on the ground. I forget the specific torque spec on this car, but it's got to be just under 500, if not above 500, because really, if you breathe on that gas pedal, it's gonna lay tracks on the ground, and you're gonna be fighting traction immediately. As far as the interior goes, it's 100% luxurious. That's one thing I really don't like about AMGs. Now, I'm not saying AMGs suck. I'm saying I'm an M driver. I like motorsport. I like, you know, that racetrack feeling, being able to not only to take off in a straight line, but also to take corners just as fast as I can go in a straight line, you know what I mean, if not better. And I feel like that's something AMG lacks, is, you know, their trackability. I feel like AMGs are tailored to people who enjoy the more luxurious experience from automobile and really don't care about all the track abilities. Now, you take this car right here, I believe it is basically an M6 competitor. My brother has the E63 V10 M6.
It's gonna take a lot for an M4 and to do a little number on this bad Mamma Jam.
The two cars, and you can really see how different they are. I mean, this one is just a luxurious boat. You guys see the materials and the quality on the interior, as far as the exterior as well. But then if you look at our M6, you can see it's almost like supercar level. Like it's definitely more sporty looking, and it definitely sounds more sporty looking. And at the time, it definitely had better performance than this car. It's definitely lighter. You know, it's built more for the track, as to where the AMG is built more for the road, if that makes sense. It's definitely more user-friendly. I believe, from what I've experienced, I've driven a lot of M cars, and the M cars are definitely harder to drive than, per se, an AMG. An AMG, you can really just get in the car and drive. You can do the same thing with the M, but if you want to access all of the car, especially on the newer models, you're going to have to take traction control off here and press the M mode there and do all this different kind of stuff. That's also what me and Sam were talking about in the F10 M5. Yeah, you really have to press a lot of buttons before you can really access all of the car. Don't get me wrong, you know, I love BMW. I'm a BMW guy for life, literally till the day I die. But Mercedes AMG, I personally prefer them over Audi RS because, you know, they have the better looks on the exterior, more classy looks. To me, they sound better. They're more sporty, have better engines. What I prefer, the Mercedes is really number two. I mean, when it comes to German, or actually just luxury cars in general, Mercedes really delivers the power in a way that I can really enjoy. I mean, this car, you can really get into the power as soon as you press that gas pedal down. And you know, that's going to be great for burnouts, maybe slight drifts around the corner. But comparing it to the M is going to be planted on the ground. It's going to be gaining speed through the corners. It's not going to be slipping traction as easy. It's just going to be built for all around speed, not straight line speed like the AMG. It's just going to be built for all around speed. And that's, you know, that's something I actually love about the AMG. But for everyday car, and for a BMW driver like myself, you know, it's not for me. I wouldn't buy one. As you guys hear that sound, AMGs have much bigger motors. This is a 6.2 liter V8. As to, for an example, my V8 in my E39 M5 is a 4.9 liter V8, and for BMW, that's a pretty big size motor, especially for their M division. And you know, that is why AMG gets those deep and growly sounds. The transmission is very different as well, and all M to AMG comparisons, they are very different. AMG comes with more of a daily drivable transmission. It's more smooth. You don't really feel the shifts at really any speeds. It's not that dramatic, if that makes sense, as to where in M cars you have the E92 M3, you have the V10 M6, you have my E39 M5, you have the F10 M5 even. You can really feel those shifts. In the M6 and my car and my brother's M3, all three of those cars, I've had neck problems due to shifting. So that's the main difference I'm noticing with these cars. I mean, I could say it a million times, but the AMG is built for all-around luxury and then performance, as to where the BMW M cars are performance first and then luxury second. You know what I'm saying? So it really comes down to what your personal preference is. I personally don't think you can go wrong with either. Now we're gonna hop back in the E39 M5, and then we're going to let you guys hear and see the differences between the cars. Yes, my E39 M5 is 5 years older than this AMG. To me, the E39 M5 is a true M car, and I personally believe the CL63, a true AMG, checks off everything of what an AMG car is. So now we're gonna pretty much compare the two. I'm also gonna include clips of other M cars that I've driven. Right off bat, yes, it's a manual. AMG, they don't really offer that anymore. I actually can't remember the last time they offered a manual car. I probably had to put that at the top of the screen. That's something BMW is known for, is having that purist experience. So, you know, having a manual transmission in the car, even if it's not an M car. You have cars, what, 328, 528, 135, all these cars that aren't even M cars, you can still get a manual and have almost as much fun as an M car or an AMG. You know, even their base model cars are sporty, and that's one thing Mercedes does lack. You know, a base C class, it's strictly a luxury car. It's not really that sporty. Same with the E class, and same with the S. So if you're somebody who really does seek that sporty experience, BMW is definitely going to be your best bet. To sum it all up, if you're a luxury guy, luxury gal, Mercedes AMG is for you. If you're a sports, performance-oriented gal or guy, BMW M will have your heart, I guarantee it. Let me know what you guys think. Is there anything I left out? Please comment below. I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts. I know I have some AMG followers as well as some M followers as well as some Audi followers. So everybody just, you know, get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. And that's why I like BMW M. I mean, at high speeds, you know, my neck is getting thrown back into that seat. It's a manual. You just had that dramatic experience. But yeah, like I said, comment below which one's your favorite. I will be trying to get my hands on an Audi soon. If you guys do have an Audi RS car specifically, please DM me on Instagram at Beemer Fam or drop a comment. Just get in contact. I'll leave my email in the description as well. But yeah, it's been your boy Eric from the Beemer Fam. I will see you guys in the next video.